Sylvain,
Good morning. Ça va,
I'd like to talk story with you. I think
Okay.
you got some stories I want to hear about.
I got a few.
So I want to hear about the early tow-in and some of the layered stuff and what it was like to try to follow us around.
Oh, it was very tricky because it was a long time ago. What year was that? 92, 93?
Yep.
And in those days, we were just starting to have cellular phones. So cellular phones are very important for contacting.
You had one of those big Motorola.
I had one of those big ones, and but
$1 a minute a call.
Exactly, but very important. Lucky I had that tool with me because I had been working with you guys. I mean, I've known you forever. I've known Laird forever too, as well as Derek Durner. And Laird was always telling me, well, I want to ride the biggest wave, you know, right? I want to find a way to ride the biggest wave. Okay, well, tell me when you're ready, because I don't know what I can do, but if I can be there to shoot it, document it, I would love it. And one year, when I came back to Hawaii, he said, well, you know, I've been training with my friends, Buzzy Carbox, Derek Durner, we have a Zodiac, you know, we are testing the Zodiac and in big waves, and that should do it. We could be towed, you know, and catch those big waves out there in the ocean, way out there. I was, okay.
How are we
So
gonna shoot that?
how do we do that? And then I saw you guys testing at backyards, long time ago, and that was when I guess your engine was not fast enough,
Yeah.
and your bottom was not stiff enough.
You shot the first time we went out, didn't you?
Yes,
When we went
yes,
out, it was just Laird
yes.
and I in the boat testing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's your shot. I got a shot. I think it's your shot of us just in front of the whitewater. Just
Exactly.
barely
I
outrunning
remember
it.
that. Well, I think you guys were first. You were nearby the whitewater. You were not going in the waves.
Yeah,
you were
just testing
the speed, you know. And to shoot that, I was, wow, how can I shoot that? So first I tried by backyard, by the wall, and then in those days we could go up to ComSat. So I was going up to ComSat shooting, but ComSat, even though I
You're
had
so
a very
far
long
back.
lens,
Yeah.
it was difficult to shoot. But that was interesting, you know, to see you guys. And you know, I had no idea it would work, you know. But I knew that Laird is a very, I would say, strong head guy. When he has
that's
an
one way to put it.
when he has one idea, he won't, so he's going to go all the way. I did not know you well enough, but assuming you were going along with Laird, you would
Must be.
to be the team, you know. So one winter you worked on that, and the next winter when I came back, you guys were more ready. The boat was ready. Laird had just got a beautiful balsa gun shaped by his father,
Yeah.
and he said Laird, you know, L-A-I-R-D. It was, you know, like a gun, you know, beautiful gun for that. Everybody was ready, and so you said, well, we are ready. We are first big swell. We are going to be testing around backyards, phantoms, and I was, wow, how can I do that? It's a bit far away. So lucky for me, Laird was sponsored by a French company. In fact, I introduced Laird to that company a few years before, and I told those guys, I said, well, something new is coming. I think it's going to be big. It would be great if I could have a budget for helicopter. And they said, Sylvain, please be careful, you know, because you know it goes fast, you know, with a helicopter.
Yeah.
Lucky I
How
found.
much was it an hour back then?
No, I was lucky. I found Mark. Mark was having some Robinson 22, and Robinson 22 was, I would say, 250 an hour, which was reasonable, you know, compared to the bigger ones. You know, they use 500, were about 5 to 600. You know, big difference in the budget. Plus the chopper had to fly from town.
So you start paying from the time he takes off.
Oh yeah, exactly. And I would go to Mokulea Airport over there, and then we would fly here at the beginning, you know. And so I documented when you were those first swells, you know, and when you guys were testing. You were testing. I remember the first wave Laird caught, because I think he was a test pilot, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, Laird would usually go first. Yeah.
Yeah, so he would go there, and I always told the pilot, you know, fill up. I want the helicopter filled up because I don't know how many hours we're going to stay up there. And I documented this for a few times.
So Oxbow must have been excited with some of the first images coming out, right, in the big waves and the new.
Exactly. And I told them that, of course, Laird and you guys were ready for bigger stuff. You were expecting bigger stuff. I said, well, this is little tiny thing, even though the waves were already 15 feet plus. And if you consider faces, it would be already like 30-foot faces. You know,
Does the helicopter view flatten it out a little bit?
A little bit. Like Laird was not happy with me, and Derek, I don't know about you, but first when I told about the helicopter, they were, no, it's going to be noisy, we don't want to be distracted. There was lots of resistance, so I had to force it a little bit, you know. And for that I took a longer lens, an 80 to 200 big zoom, and I said to the pilot, but the pilot told me, I can be way down there. I said, no, I want you up. Plus we were flying nearby Sunset Backyard, which is sensitive over there.
Yeah, you don't want to disrupt.
I didn't want to disturb the neighborhood, you know, I didn't want any problem with the community, and I wanted the riders to be happy, you know, because they said, oh, well, you know, when you want to find a reason, there's always a reason why or why not. So, well, everything went okay the first few rides, and then we were waiting for a big set. But in those days, the weather forecast was not really efficient.
Tight,
you know?
tight as
we didn't have good weather forecast. We didn't have computers. We didn't know about the low pressure. I always remember in those days, we had friends telling us, "Hey, it's snowing in Japan." Oh, very good. You know, if it snows in Japan,
that's a good indicator.
That's a good indicator for like 4 or 5 days. You know, 4 or 5 days, a big swell would come. We had no idea really of the perfect direction, you know. But Derek knew much more than.
Yeah, he was like telling me about the buoys. I never even heard about the buoys. I just would show up and surf, but he started dialing in from the buoys, so that was a big help.
Yeah, and I knew from the buoys from George Downing, because the first year I came to Hawaii in 1980, I heard that Mr. Downing, George Downing, was somebody really respectable, you know, somebody. A great surfer, you know. He said the biggest wave, and he had the shops, and he was very nice to me. He talked to me, explained me many things. I was just, you know,
listen.
Yeah, he was so nice. He took me to lunch in Kaimuki and blah blah blah, explaining me the big waves, the speed, the height, this, you know. It was marvelous, you know. It was incredible for me coming from France, you know, that it would take time to explain to me. And so I knew a little bit about the buoys and everything. So I told Oxbow, well, I sent a shot and I said, well, there's going to be more coming, you know. We need that swell. And it was preparation. I think we did that in December, late November, a little bit in December, and we were waiting. And I think by mid-January or late January, that big swell came,
the big
northeast, giant northeast.
Freakish north, that's a rare direction to have that big.
Exactly, and I remember telling Laird, you know, I think something's coming. You call me, you know, on my cellular, and you tell me where you go and what's happening. Yeah, sure. Derek, yeah, sure. That morning the swell was big, and I went to the classic photo shoot of the morning, which is the shore break at Waimea, and I was shooting the Waimea Bay shore break, checking my phone, no phone. Oh, that's weird, you know. That's weird. And then I'm shooting, and what do I see? I see you guys' truck in the truck, and the Zodiac in the back, and the surfboard, and I'm just, wow, where'd they go? I stopped you guys, and Laird was just like, just out there. We're going to be out there. I was where out there? And I thought, okay, where did they go? They're going to launch in Haleiwa. If they go in Haleiwa, they will be here on the North Shore.
Yep.
So lucky I had my big phone. I called the helicopter. I said, "Be ready. Let's go. Let's do it." And we rushed to Mokulea. He picked me up in Mokulea. And the pilot was, "So where do we go?" I said, "I don't know." He goes, "What do you mean you don't know?" I said, "We're going out there, somewhere out there.
Find these guys.
How are we going to find them?" I said, "Don't worry. We're going to find them." So we went from Haleiwa on, you know, just So you know, we with the pilot going. And the pilot was very nice. Mark was very nice. He's a very nice guy. He's Swiss, and the Swiss people, they are very precise. boom, boom, you know. So tell me where we go. I said, we're there, you know. I don't know where. You sure we're going to find them? I said, I'm sure. Don't worry, you know. Don't worry, we find them. Then you know, there was. I see a little dot in the ocean, no wave. I said, let's go down there. We go down. Sure enough,
There's the Zodiac.
here's a Zodiac with 3 guys going, hey,
Hello.
how's it, brah? And my pilot right away says, but Sylvain, there's no wave here. I say, well,
There's a
I
reason
know
they're here.
there's a reason. I know that Derek knows those reefs very well. If they are here, it has to be here. Are you sure? Why are they here? The pilot, you know, he was just like, I don't understand that. I didn't understand either, but I knew I could trust you guys.
So Derek,
So I was-
we pulled up in the Zodiac, and Derek goes, stop here, and it was like we were out in the deep blue water, no waves, no sign of a wave. He goes, wait here, we wait for 5 minutes. There's nothing. Wait. Finally, Laird's like, I'm moving in. We're gonna go in. And as soon as we started moving in, this set came. It was just like a 20-foot just peeler. We went, oh, game on. Laird's on the rope. Let's test it out.
Yeah, and we were lucky because by the time I reached you guys, nothing had happened yet.
Yeah, we hadn't
You
even caught a wave yet.
No. And so you know, I got my lens ready, and I say, stay up. I don't want to be in the wind. You know, it's very quiet over here too. And I could see on the road, you know, lots of cars stopped. You know, people were trying to watch the surf because I'm sure Lannis was maxed out. You know, and they could see people could see a chopper, wondering, you know, what is this chopper doing over there? And I'm sure they could see your little dot of a jet, you know, of the jet ski going like, okay, what's happening? So, anyways, we are circling, you know, slowly, very high up, and then we see the set coming too, and we go like, wow, perfect. The swell coming the swell was lined up, perfect.
Just lined up.
Yeah, morning light, beautiful morning light, just amazing, just like wow. My pilot would go, wow, look at this, and so that's how the game started.
And so you shot, and then you flew over where Fu and Bradshaw were at Alligators or something, right? So they were paddling in over there.
We shot, I guess, the first few waves with Laird, and then I guess you were going to change to do a rotation. Yep. So Laird came back on the boat.
And then Derek went.
Yeah, so I shot that too, and I could see far away over there some people, you know, some surfboard, and I could see this peak, you know, perfect peak breaking too. That was outside Alligators, you know, and I was just like, okay. So when there was a change or something, we just rushed over there to see, because we saw a set, we just rushed, and we didn't even know it was Bradshaw. I recognized the orange board, so I guess it was Bradshaw and one or two of the guys. I have no idea who they are. I didn't even try to look. I didn't wait for them to ride the wave. I just took a picture, you know, of because the set was still breaking, so I took a picture and we came back. That's when you took your first wave.
That's when I got my second wave, because I think you were gone. I had to straighten out on my first wave.
Yeah.
See what that was like on a big one.
Oh yeah, that's on a big one.
I came up, got a breath, and Laird and Derek are sitting there in the Zodiac. So how was that one? Well, it was fine. Yeah, it was fine.
Okay, he's a small Hawaiian blessing.
What was Oxbow's reaction with those shots?
Well, they couldn't believe it. They just made, you know, they were doing those big, thick brochures, you know, and they were just, wow, wow. They were totally stoked. They were very, very happy. Everybody was very happy, I guess you guys were happy.
Yeah.
I was happy. The pilot was like, he witnessed, you know, he was first row to witness something new happening. It was just like, wow. And of course, everybody on the North Shore was going, did you hear that? There was something happened outside Laniakans. There was a
because helicopters they didn't fly in the surf very often. That was only for rescues, really.
Exactly, but it was a small chopper, so they knew it was not the lifeguard. You know, they knew it was something different, and they saw some people, you know, riding the wave. So from far away, they saw something.
How far offshore do you think we were?
2-3 miles. Oh yeah, 2 miles. Morning. Yeah, 2 miles for sure.
So then the wind came onshore and we came in.
Yeah, I don't remember, but I know the session
west wind,
stopped.
we
You
got a
know,
west
there,
wind.
yeah, the wind
It's a
came.
west wind.
And we flew, and Lead was just da 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 da.
We're done.
And my pilot said, "Okay, you think they are gone? You think they are leaving?" I said, "No. You wait, and we leave with them." Sure enough, another set came, and Lead or somebody else went to pick up one more wave.
Yeah.
I know that when Leah says no, it's over, it's not necessarily over. So
You don't leave yet.
You don't leave. You wait, and when they leave, you go with them. And so I think it took one more wave, and then the jet ski went back to Haliva. We rushed back to the airport. The pilot dropped me, and I called the house, Derek's house, because I know you guys will go back to Derek's house, and no answer. And I thought, the wind's coming from the west, so swell is northeast. It might be interesting to go check the coast over there. So I told the pilot, "What you doing to do?" He says, "Well, nothing special." So I say, "Well, can we go and fly?" Yeah, okay. So I drove to town, to the airport, jumped back in the chopper, and off we went again. Above the mountains, and above the mountains, I'm just like, wow, it looks like there's a wave down there. Like, it had to be very big, so we just went down, and who do I see down there?
There's the Zodiac.
Here's the Zodiac again. I'm just like, what? What's happening? And I saw the wave like it was like 20 feet, perfect
Like
left.
Indonesia, just peeling. Like,
But I got there a little bit too late. I don't know if you guys got some wave. I didn't get some wave.
we only got a couple, and then a bunch of guys paddled out right in the way. So we stopped,
Yeah.
and Laird was sitting in the boat, and Derek and I were paddling. And I paddled for like a 20-footer, missed it, and I turned around. There was a 25-footer that just caught everybody.
Yeah.
And then the whole lineup was in chaos.
I think I showed that.
Yeah.
Even Bradshaw got to work, and I think the Willis brothers were there with Robbie Page.
Yeah.
There were lots of people.
Yeah.
So same thing. We don't want to be in the way of anything. We don't want to be loud. We wanted to stay above.
Yeah.
So we shot very few, and same thing. I think everybody decided to go in, so we just followed the coast, and I saw a few of the spots, but we didn't. We were on our back to the airport.
So next stage, we took the toys over to Maui, and then
That's right. And then, well, from there, I had to leave like a few weeks later, and I think I came back in spring on Maui to shoot the windsurf, but the season was gone. So the following October, I flew back to Maui, and that's when Leah told me, now, because in those days there was no emails,
Yeah.
so we don't correspond by email, and the fax was a pain in the butt,
calling
so
Europe was expensive, we wanted to do
very
that.
expensive. So I sent a fax. I say, "Hey, I'm coming, blah 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 blah. Okay, we have some surprise for you." I'm just like, Leah having some surprise for me. I'm just like, what kind of surprise is this?
Oh boy,
going
what
to
is
be?
this?
Oh boy. Well, the surprise was that
We
in
found
summertime, you guys were playing with jet skis, right?
Yeah.
So you started to play with jet skis, and the jet ski you could maneuver. It was
Yeah.
very easy to maneuver, go in the white water, pick up in the white water. It was some kind of safer.
Yeah, way better.
And Joe's PIE was
We
happening.
found a new little spot that we think might be good.
Yeah. So let's wait and see. And sure enough, I'm not sure what day, but sometime in November or early December came the day.
Now, where did you shoot? How did you figure out where to shoot that from?
I shot from helicopter, and I was not sure how to do. Since I was on Maui shooting the windsurf, I went looking for a pilot, like a month before that, for a good pilot. I knew I would have to work on Maui with the windsurf, And I looked and I found a guy who is one of the best pilots I ever had, and that you know.
That would be Don Shear.
Don Shear, yeah. I met Don Shear and I started to work with windsurfing. Then Don Shear was like a cowboy, you know, like, wah, wah, wah. I can be
Yeah.
under the wave, you know. I said, well, I don't want to swim. I don't have to. It's not about swimming the chopper. The idea is, okay, and then I saw he was a cowboy, and I said, hey, you know, I know a surfer. He's just like you. What's his name? Laird. Huh? What's the name? Laird. What do you say? Laird. He's just like you. He's big, strong. He charges everything. I want to meet that guy. Okay, good. We were going to meet soon. So you know, first I worked with because with Oxbow we had a French surfer and Jason Polacco from Australia. So we were windsurfing, you know, like in the wave, and it was every time he was. When can I meet that guy, that Laird guy? You know, Laird. Soon. And then one day I told him, hey, you're going to meet the guy. Okay, when? I said, this afternoon if you're available. Yes, I'm available. So that was, a swell was coming and we got the same thing. Perfect light, perfect day at Joe's. And Laird was out there and I said, that's the guy. See this guy here?
Okay.
And since it was the beginning, you know, the pilot was just like, Don was like, what? What are they doing?
He'd never seen anything like that.
Yeah. And he wanted to be so close, you know, he almost wanted to be in the tube, you know. I said, no.
Back it up.
Back it up, you know. I want every kind of angle, you know, we will need that angle, but I want to be far away, close. And that was the day we shot Joe's and that. And then, of course, they only met through you know, they didn't physically met, you know.
Yeah.
Don was, okay, I want to meet that guy. So a few days later, we had a fashion shoot to do. And I said, well, let's shoot fashion, but you take us to the chopper in the mountains, by a waterfall somewhere. We pick up Laird, you know, and we all go over there. That's when they met, and they have been best friends.
They're best friends now, yeah.
Oh,
They
Same kind of cowboys, you know.
Yeah,
Same kind
cowboys.
Of, no frontier, you know, there's no limit. What do you want to do? Okay, let's do it. Yeah.
Okay, I
interesting.
think that's some pretty good stories. Is there anything else you don't want to throw out there, or any?
Well, after that, you know, I used to stay on Maui for a while shooting windsurfing, then I would come here during the surfing season, the contest, to shoot Oahu. So I was based on Oahu, and Laird started to live on Maui. So I had to find another way to go to Maui and shoot Laird at Joe's, because of course, seeing that first photo shoot, everybody, I mean, especially Oslo, was just, wow, we need more shots, more of that, you know, with different clothes, blah, 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 blah. So I was, okay, what can I do? How will I know about the swell? It's going to be a tough one, you know, especially listening to the buoys, you know, it's 8 to 10 hours, the swell, it takes 8 to 10 hours for the swell to show up. I don't want to fly, you know, spend the night over there and nothing's happening. So I had what I did with the agreement of the pilot. I would follow the buoys, you know, and call the pilot. He was an European pilot, so I could call him at 10 or 11 at night. There was no problem. I would say, hey, tomorrow morning, pick me up on the North Shore at 4:30. You know, at the time.
This is Don in the helicopter?
Yeah. No. The Robinson one. Yeah, because Don was on Maui.
Yeah.
And the first pilot, Mark, was living in Honolulu. So I told.
So he just run you to Maui and then jump in.
Then he would pick me up on the North Shore here in the dark. We would shoot across the island,
channel.
Across the channel.
That's sketchy.
Yeah, sketchy. Sometimes the chopper, you know, little Robinson 2-seater would go, and we would see a storm, you know, with lightning.
Let's dodge that.
Over there, and we are just like this, you know. I had my cameras, you know, not much room, you know. You're like this in the chopper, you know, and we would land above Jaws, you know, small place, nobody would come.
Yeah.
We would take off the doors, you know, and be ready. And as soon as I could see the jet skis coming, you know,
Yeah,
we're
give it
okay,
time,
they're coming, okay, let's go, and then we would.
Now, how many bodies did you have? Because then it was film, so it was 36 frames. So
Yeah, I had two bodies, two lenses, and a big bag of film. It was
still, yeah, you got to reload. So
Yeah, I
you
had
shoot
to
a set. Here comes a set, and then
yeah.
it's
Well,
like,
I had to be I had to be smart.
yeah,
I could see the set coming. How many shots left?
Yeah.
Or 5 shots.
new roll
Yeah.
right now. Yeah,
Too bad for those 5.
Yeah.
Even if it was like 10 shots,
yeah,
I would just rewind right away. New film, other camera. Okay, good too.
yeah.
Okay, let's go. And then I would go. In my mind, I would know how many.
Yeah,
how many I
keep
would
track,
shoot.
yeah.
Keep track. Because with you guys, it would never stop. You know. Let him catch a wave. You think it's over? No, because he catch a wave,
And then
being picked up right away. 10 seconds later, he's
The
catching
next
another
wave.
Yeah. So in the set, he will have 2 or 3 waves, which was, when you think about it, that's amazing. You know?
yeah,
That's, and the funny thing too, that we did with Don, when we had the big red one, because I was, depending where I was, I would work either from here with a small chopper, or from there with a big one. With the bigger one, I would bring some clothes too, and we would go down on water level. Laird would be outside. I would send Laird another swimsuit.
Okay.
he would change, you know, and change his outfit and go for another one. But in those days there was no harness, there was nothing.
yeah.
You know, no life vest, you know, it was just swimsuit. That's all, you know.
That's all there was. Yeah,
No wetsuit, nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah. But yeah. No, and then we played a lot around the North Shore too. And the good part about being with a helicopter, especially around backyard, I remember on one of the days we were testing, it was a really good size swell, and you guys were with the Zodiac, and Laird took off outside sunset, and usually he was going to go left into backyard, and that wave he faded and came back into sunset, and you guys with the Zodiac, you zoomed to backyard, and the chopper we followed Laird, and I was shooting.
and we thought he went the other way.
Yeah, when he came out of the wave, I could see you guys way over there, and then you realized that
There's a helicopter.
why is the chopper over there? You know. Then it took you a long time, and he almost got nailed by a big set, and that's one of my best shots, in fact, because he had the big board.
Yeah.
Well,
The big Laird.
big, and he was paddling this giant set, you know, and I got an incredible shot of that. But that's when we talked, the 4 of us, and you guys understood that, hey, the chopper, it's interesting to follow the chopper. The chopper, we are going to use the chopper.
Yeah.
With the chopper, we know where the rider is going, and we agreed that I told you guys that I would always stay up. If somebody wiped out, I would be standing above the guy.
Straight above, yeah.
Straight above, so that you know exactly where the guy is.
Yes.
That's you know, 2 interesting points, you know.
Yeah. No,
And sometimes I would point at the sets too, because I could see you were down there and you were going like, what? And I would say,
here it comes. Here
you know,
it comes.
second is a big way, is a big one, you know.
Yeah.
Because you didn't know which one was the big one.
Yeah.
So many times over here on Maui too, I would say,
No, outside. Here it comes.
behind, you know. And,
Yeah.
and if you didn't hear, if you didn't look, I remember Don going, you know, with sound system, you know.
Yeah. Okay, there's a big one.
Bigger one behind, and because in those days there was nobody.
Yeah.
You could do that, you know. It was just, there were no like 20 teams
going on everything.
No. So that was really interesting, you know. It was really good. It was fun.
Well, I think that's good. I think we covered some ground.
Perfect. Well,
Thank you.
congratulations.
I want to